Hey, we're live. Okay, so welcome to the Briefcase Saga commentary edition band stream chat that we're, COVID-19 isolation special. My name is Peter, I play the guitar.
I am Neil, I'm vocals and all-round general godlike hero.
Right, okay.
This is Joe, I play bass.
And I'm James, I play drums.
Hey, so we're going to go through parts 1 to 5 of the story so far, which is most of our EP. And we'll start with Send Nudes. So, starting with your stomach, James.
What a sexy stomach.
So pretty.
So, you had to learn like loads of tricks, didn't you, for...
Well, I wanted to try and make my character a little bit more interesting, so I tried to learn some stuff, but
Just turn that down a bit.
I think Sean maybe made me look better than I actually was, and even then I wouldn't say it looked very good.
Zach's with the It's All Gone COVID-19. Hi, Danny.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone in the chat.
Hey,
Hi,
Danny,
and
Zach
Zach.
boy. I'm sat here texting, going, oh yeah, I'm gonna message Zach, gonna message Danny, then realise I can just talk to him.
Yeah. Well, I
Trouble, such an old man.
since Zach's in the chat, the main riff to Send Nudes is actually a gift he left us before he left the band.
It absolutely
Thank
is.
you.
Zach's our
Thank you
boy.
for that, my friend.
And I do miss the pun, Zach. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's all gone COVID-19. That is textbook.
So, right there.
So on the video,
Never jumped that.
What a legend.
there's a little flash here. That is a hidden Easter egg that Sean put in, because we had the entire story arc planned out from the very beginning of exactly which video is going to be which, and which story was going to be which, and how things are going to pay out. So in this last video that comes out tomorrow, Body Harvest, those flashes will make more sense if you can actually slow the video down and pause it. And yeah, it is a nice briefcase, Adam.
Yeah.
What's really awesome is that my video's not playing, so I'm just having to go from memory here.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's-
Yeah, I can't get the watch together to work, so at the
Give
moment,
it a refresh.
I am doing so.
Well, the stream's seeing the video regardless.
Yeah.
You're currently
Oh, that's
balancing shot glasses on each other.
Oh, that's nice. I did like the shot glasses.
Yeah. And
I
a
bet
big...
it's because it's opened up in Internet Explorer and that's hot garbage. So
Oh, well,
I know.
yeah. I think I'm
join
using,
the room.
I'm using
Is it
Chrome.
happening? Oh wait a minute. Oh shit, son, we're on. Oh no, there we go. Oh, lovely.
So is James... the story in this video is that James is cheating. He's ripping all the characters off.
No, I'm not. I
Piece of
didn't
shit,
learn.
James.
I did not learn half-assed cardistry to try and implement you in a game of cards, okay?
there's,
And I didn't refuse alcohol from you, Joe, for that same reason.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a nice little touch there, I think.
I
Of the,
believe that was just really watered down, like tea water. It was bad.
It
So I
was
think
it was
eventually,
cold tea.
Yeah, we
It
just
was
resorted
cold
to
tea.
actual booze eventually because it tasted better.
the cigarettes
did,
are real, though. I went through 2 packs.
Oh god, yeah, we canned it.
God, I
Right,
couldn't,
that-
couldn't feel my tongue.
That cigar that I'm smoking
Oh man, that was
cost like 18 quid, and I
Yep.
was absolutely furious about it. And it took me 4.5 hours to smoke.
Yeah, you got
And by
your-
the end of it, I could see through time.
Do you remember the slog that we went through the morning of the shoot to go?
Yeah,
And
absolute
get we, had
nightmare.
to- we couldn't find anywhere in town.
No, it was
We
appalling.
figured that it's going to be real easy to go and get a couple of cigars for the shoot. We ended up driving like half an hour, 45 minutes out of town.
Yeah, it was Cottingham. Yeah, we had to
Yep.
drive for like half an hour through all the
Yeah.
traffic and everything to get there.
Yep. Yeah, it was a real pain in the dick, but it came good in the end.
It was a really good time. And to be honest, by the end of it, that cigar was amazing. I dream about that cigar still.
Well, maybe we should have a celebratory cigar after
I think
all this
so.
isolation's over.
You know what? That bit of the video where James smiles when he wins, I've never wanted to punch someone so hard.
Well,
in the
I
face
don't know-
Every time I watch this vid,
I don't know if it's a subconscious thing, but that's actually a
Smug
moment.
fucking shit.
It's that moment of the video is actually an outtake that Sean used because we were bickering around the table about what we were going to do, and that shot is something he captured of James just looking at you like, okay.
Oh man, yeah.
What a fucking dream.
We had a really bad back and forth about the rules of poker and the order of cards. And
None of us knew how to play
Yeah, 'cause
poker properly.
it turns out
This is amazing
none of
though.
us knew.
This is
Yes,
amazing.
Mark, definitely. Celebratory cigar and Queens. Can you like cough into my mouth as well, please? Because I'm so deprived of human contact now that.
Hey.
Yeah, just spit in his mouth, Mark.
Yes, please.
He'll be wearing PPE. It'll be fine.
Loki Sting. All right, let's move on. So, unless did anyone want to touch up on anything on nudes before we move on to?
No, but Nudes was a really lovely one because I've gotten everything about the process of filming it, and I was under the impression that this was all a flash in the pan video until Pete pointed out that it had all been planned for months, and I'm just apparently unaware of anything that happens in this band.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Sorry about that, dude.
I don't think we envisioned it coming out quite as well as it did. I mean, we got in touch with Darren Bunting at O'Reilly's and said, "Can we use the venue?" And he was like, "Yeah, no problem." He let us use the venue. He made us cups of tea all day, which was really nice. But because it's such a big open space, we can make it completely blank. I mean, in the background of everything going on there, there's all drum kits and chairs and God knows.
No, there's not. It looks like a shit warehouse. It wasn't a light bulb that we somehow cobbled together with Joe's fucking Tinker's toolkit and hung from a fucking steep lamp. And
but I loved it though because it just all came together so easily. It was one of those really perfect videos where everything just worked.
I'll now move into satisfaction. So, continuing straight on from the last video where the cheater James stole my briefcase and ran off. Action Man pose.
I did not cheat, but I definitely took your briefcase.
Yes, you did.
Actually, this video holds one of my most favourite moments of all videoing.
Oh man!
And that's because James and Pete had spent ages trying to get this one specific scene, and they were grafting so hard all day. I mean, they literally were running for 12 hours non-stop. 15
it was 15
hours. It was appalling, and me and Joe were just sat there supping like warm brews and stuff.
You and I had it hard as well because we were out in the cold and not really able to move around too much, so we ended up getting really
But every time we did fucking move,
sucked.
Every time we did move, we got in shot.
Just to interrupt, this section there, that section there where I step out, I ate so much shit because all the floor was.
Oh god, yeah, it was.
Yes, you did.
It was all mossy.
What time of year was it when we shot this? It was like, I want to say February.
Yeah, no, it was like March time. No, it must have been. It was earlier than that because we filmed nudes in the March. This must have been September, maybe.
Yeah, I genuinely don't remember.
Maybe October. It wasn't warm.
No,
it was an uncomfortably bitter night. Bitter day, sorry.
We managed to get good light, and it's been color corrected to make it look a damn sight.
Yeah, Sean's done an amazing job.
It was pretty grim.
But that's that bit there where Pete comes up on this.
It's a nice haircut.
Here we go.
Oh, this bit where I look over.
Yeah, me and Joe were in shot, and you're taking ages trying to do this. And me and Joe was stood pretty much directly in the line of sight, and you'd spent ages trying to get it. And then Sean was like, "Dudes, get the fuck out the way." We were like, "Oh shit."
He used his dad voice.
It was, and the look of absolute defeat on your faces when you realised you had to do it all again was worth it.
That section there where I'm running down the cobbles as well, all of they were real slippy as well. So I just every time watching it, I just see my legs scampering away like Wile E. Coyote off a cliff.
That's one of the reasons why I'm glad that I was wearing my Vans, and that's actually something that Sam Rutherford pointed out a couple of literally just after I think we'd shot this video, and I was kind of sharing around little kind of behind the scenes stuff, and he was like, "Mate, look at you little grabber, you're wearing a suit and you're wearing Vans." So I'm like, no, there's a reason. There's a bloody reason.
This is our practice room. at the moment. This is below
Yeah.
our practice room.
We
And
didn't.
another amusing story.
Oh, yeah,
The door that James was just about to open there, a few years ago, somebody left it all open, and Pete and I had to go around checking all the doors at like 2 in the morning, and we opened that door, and there was a fighting dummy for the
Oh, it was an
MMA.
MMA, yeah, an MMA
And
dummy.
I've never shit my pants as much as when I opened that door. I did a proper Scooby-Doo kind of running on the spot.
Yeah, it was that corridor, Joe, just down there in one of the doors. It was left open, and we tried all the doors to make sure there was no one in, because you got to do a search. You don't want any wild animal to be, wandering around the building and all that kind of stuff. And just the last door we opened has an 8-foot dummy behind it that looks like Brock Lesnar.
Neil.
This
Hi,
sums
Catherine.
up Adam Pete's personalities. I absolutely shit myself and did a Scooby-Doo run, and Pete ran in and started wheeling.
That's a good question, Adam. On average, we did a video a day, basically. I mean, obviously not concurrently, but yeah, it took a day, 20 hours-ish. But and regarding risk assessments and that kind of stuff, none of it was formal per se, but Pete and I kind of ran through everything.
I closed that door there. It's me behind the door. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I did in that video.
The health and safety / risk
Nailed
assessment kind of stuff, it was all down to the fact that some of the locations we were using weren't places that we owned / technically had any right to be in. I mean,
Loki
that was,
Films.
We covered it.
the end. Well, I mean, yeah, the start of Satisfaction is the streets of Hull, which we shot while it was quiet. There was nobody around, so that was fine. If any of us had eaten shit at any point during that, then it would have been on us.
Like I did,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always
Can we all
try to make
can
it
we all
simple.
just take a moment to say how fucking hard
Hey, Sammy.
Sean Hudson from Loki Films
Oh,
directed
mate.
on all of these videos.
Sean, while shooting
Hi, Sammy.
Satisfaction, ran backwards shooting Pete chasing James, and he ran into a concrete column.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the one that actually ate
with his
shit that
incredibly expensive.
Oh
Camera.
yeah, with
Oh yeah,
Red.
it's 50
It's
grand
epic,
red.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh boy, that was no good.
Right.
I mean, it was funny as hell,
he
but
took it. He didn't hit the ground. He took a moment and took a breather. I think James held onto the camera, but yeah, he held
He
it all
didn't
together.
sue us. That was the important thing.
Yeah.
So there you
Okay.
go.
Next
Safety
video. So we're halfway through now.
oh yeah, this one's amazing. Just because of my teddy bear walk. There we go.
A massive, massive thank you to Sarah at Princess Key for allowing us access to the Staple building when it was not in use. So we had
Yeah, and a huge
a warehouse
and
the
White
size
Hart.
of two football fields, basically.
Oh
all
god,
dark.
it's incredible. That warehouse is insane. The old Staples in Hull.
Yes, Catherine. Sean is in this video. He's the night
Angry
worker
neighbour.
who tells them two to fuck off.
We also need to say thank you to the White Hart.
Yes.
Well,
The pubs,
used
pub
the
that we
pub.
shot most of this in.
They gave us loads of beer as well to shoot the video with, and it was like, God, it must have been, I think it was about 10 in the morning because we'd messaged them early and asked if we could go in, and they opened the pub up for us so we could go in and do it. They were awesome about it. They were really,
Yeah.
really good guys. And it's a beautiful pub as well.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice. They
Gorgeous.
were really cool because they just kept bringing us like a quarter, or it's like, oh, how about this one? It's literally just a head, because it looks like you've been
Yeah,
drinking it.
I
you-
may have been responsible for half of those glasses because
That game of Jenga
I was
was the
playing.
longest game of Jenga I've ever played.
Yeah, to go back to Adam's question about how long does it take to shoot a video, the actual video for Echo Chamber probably only took 4 hours, but we spent 15 of them playing Jenga.
Yeah.
To the point where Sean said, "Can we
I
just?"
apologise for nothing.
Sean was like, "Can we just?
Seriously.
Can we
It
stop
was the
playing
best game I've
Jenga?"
ever played. Like fucking Titans.
And no,
I'm really
Danny, we
sad
won't be
'cause I don't
seeing
know
your
where
penis
that balloon
costume.
shirt is now.
Uh,
Anyone who's watched all our videos will notice that every video pretty much has only one line of dialogue, and it's always "That's a nice briefcase."
Oh, these shots here are where I realised that I need to embrace being bald. 'Cause
Yes.
I very seldom see the back of my head, and it was only when we got this video back that I
That one.
realised that, yeah. I'm just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck this noise.
Joe's reaction to when Sean opens the door is probably one of the best bits of any video.
Love it. I absolutely
Look at him,
love it.
what a majestic beast.
I know. Just
Yeah, there you go. And then with Joe's face, nope, I'm done. Howdy.
That is James's mum's house.
and that's my dressing gown.
Oh, is that yours?
I will say as well, we didn't ask him to dress this way.
No, we have to stop him from dressing like that.
Yeah, Sean was like, I'll put this on. I'll get my pants, how about it?
If anything, I think we strong-armed him into putting the shorts on, because otherwise he would have been
in his pants.
Had his chop just hanging.
Yeah, please, Sean, get dressed.
Amazing. I did so many steps this stage, you can see my Fitbit. I did like...
Oh, mate, I
30,
couldn't walk for 2 weeks after
ridiculous.
Satisfaction. I'm sorry, I had to do a few steps.
What's really cool though is it took us ages to do all the day shoots, because later on in the video when we're in the car, we had to drive right out towards Withensea, and we had to get... Here, at the moment, it's actually a road off the road to Withensea, which leads to a water treatment plant, and we had to call the guy who ran the water treatment plant just to use that road in a video.
It may be worth pausing around here, or coming back to this at the end. But there's an interesting story behind. Well, one thing I'd like to point out as well: that hat that's on your dashboard in there, Neil. Never seen it since. I think I put that in the glove box, and then you sold your car.
Possibly.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. That'd be great. I've got this cool car and a hat. A complimentary hat in my car.
Rusted hat.
When did we go out to Thorngunbald to scout for locations? It was
like 2 days before.
Yeah.
2 or 3 days before, because we tried loads of other areas, and that was a last-ditch attempt.
Oh, okay, thank you. So we drive out there, and we found this place. We parked up at one end of it near the main road, and we're just hoofing it up and down, walking back and forth, looking at shots, plotting things out.
Yeah, I'm filming on my phone, that kind of thing.
Purely by coincidence, one of the dudes that worked at the water treatment place drives by.
Oh shit! Yeah, he did.
And he's like, "Oh, hey boys, what's going on now? Can I help you with anything?" And that ended up with us actually getting permission from.
Yeah, it wasn't just one of the dudes that were there; it was the guy who ran the place. Like complete coincidental. The other really cool thing about this bit coming up is
you broke Joe's ribs.
Well, yeah, we're getting to that, but it had been overcast and a bit shitty all day, and we thought, we'll get through it. We'll get through it before the rain starts. And as we got to the bit where Joe and I get out the car, a storm happened, and at the point where I hit him with the briefcase, there was a lightning flash that Sean caught, and it was.
Is it actually? I don't think I ever noticed the lightning strike.
Oh, it was incredibly surreptitious.
Yeah, there was a lightning strike around this point, and it was absolutely amazing.
10 out of 10
for
the
commitment in the role was wonderful.
10 out of 10 for stunt acting. I wish we could have actually run you over. It'd be great.
Yeah, no, I would have taken it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I broke Joe's ribs here.
Yeah, he was supposed to gently roll him over and instead just booted him in the chest.
Like I give him a big hoof. I'm only wearing socks.
That's not the take he used, though.
No.
I think the take we used was after that had happened as well.
Foot crack! Foot crack!
Arching my back really badly there.
Yeah, it's a shame really, but like the rule of stuntmen, if you get injured, you use that take. So Sean should have.
I think
used your,
I think it's because the owie take was you stamped on his ribs, and instead of being able to carry on, Joe just went, "Oh!"
And I break them again. God damn it!
The whole time we were out there on that road, it had been absolutely silent it down, and I was laying down on the ground the whole time. I was soaked through to my underwear.
Yeah, it was gross.
And I effectively just had to strip naked and towel myself off behind one of the cars.
That's real blood. That's from Joe's ribs.
I actually wish that the only problem with the weather is that it just rinsed all the blood away that we were using.
Yeah.
So Joe looked a lot more gory than what he was.
Yeah. It was really annoying as well, actually, because I drove off and then realised
Lucky
it was a
Films.
dead end and it took me ages to turn around.
Oh yeah, because you couldn't actually turn around, could you? You had to
No, it was an absolute
reverse the
nightmare.
entire way.
Well, a lesson that we learned from that was that if we need close up on gore or anything like that, then we give Kat Gregory a call.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kat Gregory, she's the girl. By the way, before we get into this title card.
Thanks,
still
Kat.
haunts me.
That finger twitch is involuntary. It happens by itself. Yeah, it's really annoying. But
Why is a wizard on the base?
Apparently, according to
Oh,
Danny,
okay.
Neil has a history of abusing clothes in cars from recording the
Abusing
last
what in
album.
cars?
Clothes. He says, when we were recording in Leeds for ITC, he spent one afternoon piling rocks into my socks.
Yeah, that's very true.
Just before we move on as well, one of my favourite moments in any of our videos is when the drop happens just after the middle eight in that song, because when we're all in the warehouse, Neil is still there, but me, Joe, and Pete, we're out of shot, we all walk away, and then we magically all reappear again at that last split second.
Oh yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah,
just
it's
half a second, we're back in shot, and boom.
this bit coming
Like,
up.
There's no one.
Yeah, there we go.
And then,
Yeah,
perfect.
absolutely superb.
That was all done in one take. Like that
Nice.
was.
And do you know what I really love there, Pete? Is I've never properly noticed your little kick that you do when it all kicks in. That
Yeah,
is absolute power move.
I'm trying to kill like a bunch of spiders on the floor, invisible.
I'd like to remind everyone as well that when we shot this in the Staples building, this was post rib step.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was.
I shot all of this with.
And it was 2 in the morning.
It was not. I mean, it was pretty painful, but
Yeah, it was about 2 in the morning at that point, wasn't it?
it was. Yeah, that was one of the later shoots that we've done, I think.
To
Yeah,
answer
it was-
Adam's question, he is still using the Iron Cobras. He
Yes,
would like to
just,
use his Mapex again, but they're broken currently, so he's borrowing mine.
It's a bummer.
I would
By the
literally
way-
just finished commenting that answer actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Seriously, right, this title card horrifies me. Oh, Athena, Joe's girlfriend, did the backdrop for this, and it's fucking mint. And Joe single-handedly made every single puppet.
I feel like we just need to pause because so much happens at the begining of this
Yeah, it
video.
really
Yeah,
does.
alright.
It's a complete mind map.
I'll bring it back a bit.
Frenetic.
Yeah, so the
Oh, look
idea
at that
behind
shot.
this video is this was oh my god, this was one of the first video ideas we had after Nudes. We'd had the dream, and we were I'm actually so happy with how well it turned out, because we'd always talked about doing the puppet video and really pushing the boundaries of what we were doing. And you know how people say stuff and then it never actually happens. We really pulled through with this one.
I think he
And
did
Joe
a
made all of these puppets.
you did a
on
really
his own.
good job of getting my Music Man guitar and the shape of
Yeah.
Yorick on the actual puppets.
My favourite thing about this is Joe managed to put hair and facial features on every puppet in the time it took James to make his drum kit.
Yeah, he did. So James made his own drum kit there.
I made all the instruments.
Yeah, James
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I made the Warwick and the.
I can't believe how much they look like us.
So let's just have a good look there.
I've never made Muppets before, or not like to that level of detail. Anyway,
It was
and,
absolutely. You can really tell they're us. It's really disconcerting. The one of you specifically in Pete's eyebrows are the best things.
Yeah, it's all about the eyebrows.
Yeah, it is.
The haircut and the eyebrows.
Right, let's keep the video going. 'Cause it's just a blank screen, isn't it? So
I tell you what, this rinsed my hand though. Doing the
yeah,
puppets,
yeah.
my god, it hurt.
well, I was sat. How long was I sat there being a puppet?
Oh, so long. Yeah, Pete is currently laid down on a table underneath. He's underneath the table we're working on with his hand kind of reached out over
Doing
the
the
top.
whole Sesame Street, Jim Henson malarkey.
Yeah.
I'm probably the only
And I
person
like
long
all the
enough to do
janky
it.
coat hangers we've got going on. All of these,
Sure, you are quite
all,
a long-
all of
Yeah.
these things we made, I stayed behind at school and made all of them after school. It took ages. Apart from one of them, I got my kids to do in Golden Time.
You did a really good job because the directions I gave you were very vague. It was like, just some stuff.
Yeah,
Just like
I'm
think
quite-
out
I'm
attack,
quite
but
into
crap.
octopus, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially this bit, the fact that I actually created a little hole in his mouth so he could feed the feed the man. Nice Queen reference there, because we're all nerds.
We did have some other ones in there, but I
No,
think
we used them all.
No,
we used them
we had a
all,
different
made.
one. Did we have one where like we pop up in separate?
Oh, with
Yeah,
the Queen
yeah.
thing,
Oh,
yes, we
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, Muppet style.
Yeah, but I think it was just too much because we had so much content to put in this video.
Oh man, yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah,
I think my favourite part.
For such a long
It's,
time.
it's every time we did something, you did the open mouth thing with the puppet, you used to write me off.
It was perfect.
What you don't see in this video is all the way through it, there is actually a voice being talked by the puppet, and Neil had to keep a straight face through the whole thing.
It was really hard.
And it wasn't just like me going, "Oh, yes, Neil." It was like,
Oh yeah,
tell you
I
what.
was trying my hardest not to laugh.
Mate, my hair looks on point in this video, though.
For the backdrop, Adam, Athena drew multiple frames and we just looped them, basically.
yeah, I loaded them into Final Cut, made a 15-minute loop, sort of cut a few bits as well. So, like I think she gave me plates where it's just the sun, just the clouds, and then
Yeah.
I time coded them to drag across the sky and the sun to come up and down, and very
Was
kind
it-
of boring, very
No,
simple
that's what my
stuff.
kids made. They made the hand circle for me.
Oh, that's an interesting thing that you mentioned, Peter. we tried to do a lot of basically anything that we could to take any of the load off of what Sean was doing, because
This
obviously
is my
it was,
favourite bit.
there he goes. It was filming it, editing it, obviously, and we were giving feedback and stuff. But we didn't want him to have to worry about all these different mad things that we envisioned, and because God knows how much extra work would have been for him. So we were like, nah, well, we'll obviously try and make the puppets. We'll try and make the backgrounds. We'll try and do as much as we can, because then it's a big learning process for us as well.
That's
So
a
I
very
absolutely
unfortunate
think-
place to pause my puppet.
Seriously,
perfect.
it's a proper Wes Ball and beard going on in that picture there. It's amazing.
It's good to know that my entire personality can be boiled down to angry eyebrows and a goatee.
Well, I think it was mine. Mine was the last to be put together, and we said, "Well, what kind of features do I have?" I look like a tweaker with a mustache, and
That's
we just
it.
rolled with that.
Yeah.
I think your eyes just upside down, and the arse there is great, by the way.
I think that was Athena's work. Yeah.
The only thing I actually gave Neil when I said about doing the different props was at the end I wanted to be a make your own volcano, and one of them is a cock, and that was the only thing I said to him that he had to do.
Should have added some shrubbery at the bottom just to really emphasise the.
That bit
Just to
there.
pause it, yeah, that bit.
Oh, that face. That's amazing. I pierced my hand through to the burn on a needle on that bit.
If you watch as it goes, as soon as Neil grabs Joe's puppet's neck, you'll see him recoil in fear. Hang on, where is it? Is it here? Oh, it's gone. It must have been an early version. You see Neil grab him by the throat and then pull one hand away like, because he just
Well,
punctured himself.
well,
It really
so
is.
you've got your own back.
I'd accidentally left a sewing needle just holding the arm on while the glue set up.
I'm just going
Didn't
to go
realise it
back a
was there.
second. So, for this bit, where the puppet is dying and he starts spitting blood, we cut a pipe through the body out to the mouth, and I'm holding the pipe through it. And I've also got an entire pipe filled with fake blood, which was just syrup and fairy liquid, I think.
I know the stream can't see this, but Athena's just been into our spare room and found the cock
Oh, wow.
volcano.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it lives.
I love how fucking jank his glasses have got on this bit as well.
We do have a video somewhere. I think James, you've got it, where it's me doing the shot, and I had to blow through the pipe and release the
it's
knot.
from underneath.
Yeah, for the blood to come pouring out of his mouth. And as I do it, you just hear this blood curdling kind of like noise from the pipe, and then everyone in the room goes, "Ugh."
The glasses there, they're made from it's aluminium armature wire,
Oh.
which is what I use to make the arm supports for all the puppets as well. So it's nice and flexible.
I proper gave it some beans when I was smashing his head in with that briefcase.
Yeah, that was some nice Muppet head caving.
The guts there are bandages soaked in the fake blood.
Yeah, they are,
tied
absolutely.
up in knots, so it's like it looks a bit gory and gutty, but also it's made of cloth.
Sells.
So
I think it sells. It sells really well as.
It's gross. It was horrible pulling them out.
Yeah, well,
I am
we.
so glad that we didn't use the raw chicken that we bought.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I was so glad.
yeah, we did buy offal and stuff like that. So
It was no good at all.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Dowd, thank you very much for having us at East Riding College with the green screen facility.
yeah,
And thank you so much to Nellie, Adam's daughter, for hanging around with us all day in a glue fume filled room, helping me make all kinds of stuff.
and when I was sat under the table, it was very nice of her to, when everyone had buggered off to go to the toilet or for a cig, and I was just stuck in position as a puppet, for her to talk to the puppet. Not me.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
just looked the puppet in the eye and talked to the
Yeah,
puppet.
she was
So.
an
Oh,
absolute
she was in love with the
superstar.
puppets, man.
And then we killed it, and she was like, "Why are they beating up the puppet?" And
Yeah,
Dowd
not
being
about
like, he was very bad. He was
Yeah,
a bad
Sammy,
man.
we'll try and dig some out. We'll dig out some behind the scenes stuff because we've definitely still got some stuff kicking about.
We haven't got a lot, but we've got loads of pictures and a few random
We'll drop
clips.
some pictures and stuff. This was about 3 a.m. as well after we finished the video because Dowdy let us have the college until God knows when. We were absolutely exhausted at that point, but that was a good time.
Do you massage
Yeah,
yourself
they were-
like you massage that briefcase?
They were
Yeah,
humorous.
mate,
Always.
it's a lovely
They
briefcase.
were-
Right.
Sean straight up just took a nap on the floor.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
Before we start this next video,
Yeah.
I just want to point out that every time we've ever shot a video with Sean, he would always greet me with, "All right, dickhead," or something horribly cutting. It's just part of our kind of what we do. And so, when we were filming this, thanks to Joe's dad, he got us this amazing office building. And I mean, it was absolutely incredible. The full thing was, as you'll see in a minute. And we said, "Oh, we'll meet in Asda car park on Mount Pleasant, and I'll meet you there, Sean, and I'll guide you the way." And he was like, "Yeah, all right, mate, no worries." And I thought, nice one, I'm gonna get the drop on him. When he arrives,
Like
I'm
a
gonna
military operation.
fire off a wicked, "What's up, you massive bellend?" and give him what for. So I parked up in Asda, waited for ages, finally got a text off Sean saying, "I'm here, dude, where are you?" Got out of my car, walked to the car behind me looking for Sean, and he beeped his horn and screamed out of the window, "Dickhead!" And he intentionally driven up and parked behind me so he could fucking scare the shit out of me. And I still hate him for that.
Yes,
Yeah,
there is
very
a
much, yeah.
yeah, very much a "don't hug me, I'm scared" influence for it.
Oh yeah,
That and
100%.
Art Attack and Rhubarb and Custard and
Oh, yeah.
like Smart and all those 90s. There was like, appearance-wise, it needs to be as gross as possible. Really 90s. You're Neil Buchanan, so get a red jumper, you know.
I bought the cheapest, tackiest red jacket I could find.
And you're a ringer for Neil Buchanan, so that worked out pretty well.
Well,
didn't
that's it, innit?
All right.
That's it. I'm going to start an awful cock-up, man.
First appearance of Kat as the script said, sexy secretary.
That's it. Right, we are going to have to
Some
do a
might
massive
say
shout
that
out to
he was
all of the people in the video who gave up their full days to film because they were there all day. All the people in the background, that's Nate Worrell from Lost Within there,
Yeah, and Duncan behind him.
and
but-
Duncan.
Boop,
They gave up
there's
the
Nate.
full day to come and film with us, and it was awesome. And Catherine gave up a full day. She did all the makeup for everything for Joe and
Your sweaty face and the blood.
my sweaty face, and it was amazing. Good time.
Oh, Ghost Joe.
If I may point something out about the t-shirt I'm wearing there,
Okay.
I have 2 t-shirts from a band called Cult Cinema. They're like a black and post-hardcore band. The t-shirt that I wear in Echo Chamber is the black version, and I die in that. I genuinely couldn't find it. The white one is what I decided to wear in this.
So you're wearing.
That's meta.
Yeah, because I'm dead, so white, ghostly.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice tusk.
Also, just behind Joe on that scene there, were just James and Pete just wanted to put loads of nudie calendars of men. So when I came in, it was like the gayest office ever.
There was a nudie calendar of a bunch of dudes, and also Max exercise bicycle from Always Sunny.
Firemen and stuff, and
Yeah,
it absolutely was like Always Sunny.
Oh, it's
So
not. Well, the exercise bike's still there.
Yeah, the exercise bike is there.
There's Kerry.
Zach has just messaged me a picture of Daddy's socks full of stones.
Oh, amazing.
They were under my seat for about 6 months.
Oh, there was a jump then. I think the player isn't synced properly.
Yeah, no, it's gone jank for me. Whatever, it's close enough.
Yeah, if you just refresh your browser, it should work. But as long as it works for me in the stream. So there's Kerry, who her and Phil came down. Good friends of mine from college. And
yeah, Sammy, we'd love to have you in one of the future videos for sure.
Oh, for sure. And there's our boy Adam Dowd.
That's it. We said, come down and star in our video. By the way, you're going to have your face completely covered and sweating your tits off.
That's our boy Dowdy, though. He from Fly the Train. He gave up his full day, proper baller.
Yeah.
There's Mark.
And that's Mark.
And there's Athena.
And Lewis.
And Lewis from that Cobra.
Yeah.
Lewis was absolutely amazing all the way through the day. Such good acting.
Yeah,
He's proper stony-faced stuff later on is incredible.
He looks like he should be an Office character. He did such a good job just with the deadpan stuff and just awesome
I like his quadruple head take he does later on in the video as well.
Oh man,
yeah, it's pretty wonderful.
So for the plot of this story,
can we just go back a second, dude, to the to the bit where I'm singing. This bit coming up was insane because Sean had said to me, we want to make it look really janky, kind of Silent Hill-esque.
Yeah,
and
I think
the way we did it is we slowed down the actual track to like half its speed. And then I had to do my actions at normal speed, but sing slowly. And it was the most insanely weird thing I've ever had to do.
It was. I
felt like Bill Cosby.
Yeah, who just let Bill Cosby in?
Yeah, it was such a weird feeling, like doing real fast hand actions and everything, but singing really slowly, and that's why it looks all...
I may have a video of me almost... like wetting myself with laughter of you filming that on my phone.
Is that the one of me neurotically dancing to the slowed down version of it as well?
Yeah. There's definitely some footage somewhere of us absolutely crying with laughter.
Yeah.
Dawn and mimicking along, looking like marionette puppets.
And also that bit where I first initially start washing my hands, I was doing a proper wanking face, and Sean had to make me redo it because. It was just really, it was really uncomfortable.
In your brow, like.
There is a moment because when you're doing something like this,
eyes rolling back in my head.
When you're doing long hours for music videos and stuff, tensions do start to fray a bit. And I was the director, so I was just shouting directions at Neil. And there was a point when I was like, I think you need to sort of mash your palms together a bit and really kind of you're like trying to pull your skin off almost. And Neil was like, I know how to wash my hands, mate. I mean, come on.
Apparently I didn't. Do what I want. Fuck it. Oh, this bit's amazing. Lewis's face is wonderful. This is the quadruple take.
Yeah, it is. And there's the shot where you...
This fucking rinsed, by the way.
I know, we'll get to that in a second.
It hurts so much. That is genuine pain. Somebody grab my tip. James, somebody fish hooks me.
I think that was.
And then in a minute, James grabs my tie and literally cuts my windpipe off.
It's like, I've got
horrible boy.
I've got this idea of all these hands to represent the evil taking over your mind. Let's just beat the shit out of you in a dark room for 15 minutes.
Yeah,
but we did do it safely with vinyl gloves on.
Yeah, we were ahead of the epidemic for sure.
Yeah, weirdly.
Yeah. We were COVID-19.
But yeah, this one coming up, this shot is one of my favourite shots where you lose where you lose attention. I love that shot, and then over the shoulder to
the blink is.
Oh, the arse crack again,
The
Sean.
arse
Why?
Well, you've only yourself to blame for that, Neil. We've tried putting you in trousers that fucking fit.
You'll never change me.
Triple take.
Manic laugh, and then
Here we go. Aw. So cute. Cute Lewis.
It took so much cleaning up after this video.
Worth it.
Put my grubby fucking mitts over everything.
well, it taught you how to wash your hands, didn't it?
This is the wanking scene.
There you go. And it's down! We revealed his
Oh, it's
face.
Joe! Oh my god.
Before he started the video and I said about him like joining in, he said to me, "Oh, can we just have a bit, because we look like each other, can me and Joe just like be in the same clothes?" Or like he just wants to be 100%. I was like, well, I've got an idea.
We did joke about doing a switcheroo at one point in this video. There's all kinds of absolutely wacky ideas we had, but because of time restraints and frankly the song is only 4 minutes long, we couldn't fit all of the ideas in and get
The time
narrative
restraints
in as
thing,
well.
the time restraints thing is the reason we had to change up the idea, because originally we were going to be every character, doing drag and cross dressing and like so. James was originally going to be what Kat plays, the sexy secretary was going to be James, still with his mustache, still with his goatee.
God, mine would have gone in. It would have gone inwards.
Yeah, you behave yourself.
So that's why the characters from the poker game aren't the same two characters that are in the rest of the videos, because we originally had it that in all the videos we'd constantly be changing characters, and but then because of time constraints and money constraints we had to sort of drop that idea. But the only holdover is that Joe and Neil play two characters through the videos.
Yeah. By the way, just quickly, the ID tags Joe made individual hand-drawn ID tags.
Well, you see it on after the video comes out tomorrow. We're going to do another live stream. Monday, did we say?
Yeah, Monday,
Yeah.
6 o'clock on Monday.
6 o'clock on Monday.
Same time. And we're gonna have Sean who
Yeah.
filmed it all with us as well.
Well, shall we try and cobble together some behind the scenes for that as well?
That'd be a good.
I can do that.
Yeah.
So I'll make a folder with all our photos as well, because Jacob McAllister did a good job of
Yeah,
coming.
well, that's somebody else that we've not really thanked, and Dan Palin as well.
Yes.
Came down to the shoot for nudes and kind of really set the whole tone from a photography point of view for the promos going forward.
Yeah, he did.
Keep the
Yeah,
video
it
going.
really helped establish the characters
So yeah,
visually.
Dan Palin, Jacob McAllister, they both did superb
Yeah.
work for
Yeah,
us.
Jacob was with us for this weekend while we were on set. When
Just
that
to
was,
go-
this video.
The way
Yeah.
Joe sits up there is Pete sat on his legs.
Just
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
shot.
Just- Artistic
It's
crunch.
set up all Jason style.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the bandages on my head.
Right.
And my eye.
Joe, why is your eye so red?
Okay, so I believe we shot this sequence on the second day of the
yes.
shoot.
When we did it, we organised it so that everyone could come down on the Saturday. So in Body Harvest, there's a lot more extras, quote unquote, and
get the
extra
crowd shots
actors.
on day one,
So we got all the crowd stuff on
and all the
Saturday,
solos.
and all the stuff of just you two on the Sunday. So on Sunday,
Well, Saturday I'd worn contact lenses all day. Got home Saturday night, took out my contact lenses, and in the shower. So big idiot move to start with, and thought I'd lost a contact lens in my eye. Ended up playing with it, plucking at it for far too long. I grabbed hold of my cornea, So that explains
don't
the
do that.
very natural bloodshot eye that I had.
Yeah,
the
so-
following day, which I mean, it works in context of the video now. So
Yeah.
but
Suffering for your art.
don't do that at home.
yeah,
No.
if you want a really convincing bloodshot eye, then finger your eyeball for about an hour, and you'll get this exact same effect.
No, also the plaster on your head as
Yeah,
well.
I shaved my head the Friday night before with a pretty crappy bic, and ended up having to have these plasters on my head because I was just bleeding everywhere.
Yes, it did, Kat, but I think most of it is because you went, well, you've got a bloodshot eye, so let's give you a black eye as well. And
Yeah. Which I mean,
Beautiful.
again, it doesn't really take a lot for me because I've got fucking horrendous bags under my eyes.
and if we
all-
just look under that eye there's that fantastic painted in like necrotic blood vessel. There's so much detail in there. It's amazing.
Oh, it was amazing.
Let's watch him just strike you across the head now with a briefcase.
the fucking.
It was genuinely terrifying. This bit, Joe chasing me up the stairs, was really, really disconcerting. And this bit coming up, Sean said, "Mate, just do a scream. Just do a scream."
Yeah,
so
I remember
just did
being
the loudest scream I could possibly do.
I remember being downstairs and I just heard from outside. Ah!
Oh yeah, it scared the ever living.
The trick that we use with Neil to get very, very solid reactions out of him is to actually make him jump.
Yeah.
So the shot where I'm hammering the briefcase in above his head, into his head, ostensibly, I was hitting the briefcase on the floor about an inch above his head.
Yeah, and it was fucking horrifying.
Yeah, getting full blown flinches out of him, and it sold my hits as well. I think.
Where is it?
Because I was actually hitting something solid and not pulling it at the last second.
If we go back to the meeting scene, we were all in there together, and apparently I have the loudest claps. So whenever we want him to jump, like there,
yeah,
I just
Pete
would
clapping in my ear,
belt my hands together.
yeah, it's like a gun going off.
It really
is because I'm a very jumpy person anyway. Funnily enough, we'd done a completely different. Originally, it's me. The performance side of it is me in a dark room with the blue hands and everything.
Yeah, the psychosis taking over thing. Yeah,
we hadn't done that. We were in the boardroom and we'd set up a projector with the echo chamber video streaming across the background of my face. But it just didn't work. It just didn't sell.
It would like concept wise, it was amazing, but for some reason, it just didn't.
It
had a very cool moment where all of like the shady figures that are grabbing my face walked into the shot, and you could just see the silhouettes. You couldn't tell who was who. And Adam Dowd was dressed in my suit, and he was doing one of these shots originally.
In fact, that's Dowd's hand there on the side of your face, I believe.
Yeah, it is. I believe so. And
also,
there's James's hand strangling me.
No comment.
I will say, I noticed him strangling you, and the fist that's also grabbing the tie is me pulling away from James towards you, so you could breathe.
I tell you what, I had some insane bruises from that though.
Yeah, you really did.
Like really, really bad bruises.
I'm afraid instructions for me was you just have to try and escape us, and we have to hold you in place, and we just
seriously, my arsehole was like a Japanese flag afterwards. It was appalling.
Neil, you are aware that we are live on the internet right now.
I'm proud of you.
I've been trapped inside for 3 weeks. I don't care.
That's the cliffhanger for the next video. So it's all about guns. And because we filmed in a location right near the Port Authority, we had to pop across because all of Hull's SWAT team were across the road, so we had to go across and just get permission to use realistic firearms and.
Yeah, we had
the PAL line office on. It's St George Dock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is it's the company my dad works for. He lives and works in Goole now, but there's a skeleton crew of staff at this building just for logistical purposes to keep track of the stevedores and whatnot. I'd asked if we could get in there. Circuitous circumstances, we found somewhere else, ended up falling through, came back to this. And I'd been in touch with the guy that runs the whole of St George Dock, basically. We tried to clear everything with him and got nowhere. Day of, Pete and I effectively just decided, well, we'd best go over and just make sure everybody's cool with us waving guns around, because they are the drug interdiction force.
Adam, it's a Sig Sauer replica, is what it is. I don't know if you can just see it there on the next to Cat's head. It says on the left side.
You say unfortunate circumstances the reason we couldn't use the original place, but it's more Sean messaged us on the Friday, said, right lads, what's happening tomorrow? And we were like, oh shit, it's next week.
Yeah, I don't know how, but we'd somehow got the wrong date. Yeah, and we'd organised everything for the following week, and it was just Absolutely. But Sean's an absolute trooper because he was like, genuine mistake. Don't worry about it. Let's sort another day out and let's get it done.
And to be fair, the original place that we had chosen was one of my friends that I work with. Her husband is a marine biologist, and he'd given up his lab for us to use. And the very same day that we'd realised we booked the wrong day, he'd messaged me and said, "Look, I can't do tomorrow because I'm away on a tournament. So can we reorganise?" So we wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. It was just really fortunate.
But yeah, then our original location suddenly became available again.
Yeah. And so it was all quite fortunate, really.
The others are getting low. Hang on, I'll just turn you guys up a bit.
Panic.
Classic David showing up too late to do anything about it. Of course.
Yeah,
I think it's been fine through the entire chat. I think it's just now started to.
Well, I'm just a bit quiet, Cat. That's just how that is, I'm afraid.
Yeah, Joe's a whispery man. Hang on, I'll just turn him right
Whispery
up.
man.
I mean, we're nearly done now. We're at the end of the last video, so
we are, which is a shame because I've really enjoyed doing it. It's been a good time.
There is also
take it from the top.
Yeah.
Since we're here, we could continue the continuity of 3 and go through the live body harvest.
Yeah, I suppose we
all right,
could,
why not?
if people are up for it.
I
mean, it's not that interesting of a story, but you know.
No, not really. But we can still do it. I mean, it's up to people in the chat. Do you want us to do one more video after this, or because we can keep talking? It's what we do. We're quite good at it.
Yeah. Which is why they don't let us on the radio very often.
Yeah, because they ask us one question, we talk for 15 minutes, and they're like, right, okay, bye.
Well, why don't we put the?
Alan, I'm still going.
Yeah.
Why don't we put the studio session of?
Yeah, we'll do. I just wanted to. The player keeps being weird. There's an Easter egg for tomorrow for everyone, right there, reflected in the window.
Sorry, I've just done a really quick run to go get another beer.
Oh, of course you did.
Like 2 flights of steps, and now I'm out of breath.
Now it suddenly makes sense why you're so loud. Hang on, I'll get the body harvest.
I
video.
don't know if I'm seeing the right frame here, but I'm not sure what's reflecting in the glass.
You see me walk behind from the window. Like the absolute split second, you see what I'm wearing, which will make more sense tomorrow at 6.
Okay. I see.
It will.
That walk past.
Yeah, it just flashes real quick and everything will make sense. But for everyone there, what I'm wearing there is the thing I mentioned that flashes up
during nudes.
Yes.
Yeah.
With your thong.
Yeah, your thong.
Yeah, just me in a thong. It's my bare ass. It flashes across the screen.
I would pay good money to have that in a fan video.
A thong and just sleeves.
No, I don't have an OnlyFans. There's only a very select few people who would want to see my ass.
And I'm one of them, baby.
There's an audience for everything. If you make the content, people will come.
Well, it's the wrong type of cum. It's the wrong type of cum right there. Oh god.
Oh, Neil, put your shit away.
Oh, here we go. We'll now move on to the next video.
I do what I want.
Hey, look at this.
Yeah.
Rob, our good friend Rob Hobson of Silent City Studios, we'd messaged him about wanting to do a live video because we did one on the first Vidium album back in the day.
Pete, just before you go any further, just point out to anyone who doesn't know, Rob is the guy who's recorded all of our albums ever since we were in Pastel Jack.
I mean, I was getting there, but yeah, cool.
Well, I've snuck in and I've just gone straight for it.
But
go for the jugular, man.
He was like, oh, well, there's locations. We went down to Eiger Studios and watched Rob have a breakdown because he didn't recognise there was some technical issue and he spent hours trying to get it to work. But we finally got through. And how many takes did we do?
And it wasn't too many. It was about 5 or 6.
I don't think it was 5 or 6. I think it might have just been 3.
Maybe not.
3, maybe 4 of the most.
And it was only 4 shots. It wasn't as like, oh, that wasn't a good take because we know the.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, 100%. We know the song well enough.
I'm pretty sure that
Rob's here!
the week that we spent in your studio was probably the worst experience of your life.
Oh yeah,
Coming in every morning to just the fart box.
Yeah.
spicy noodles and Bundaberg root beer every day.
Rob, don't tell lies. It was the best time, and that's all you need to know.
When we recorded 3,
3 takes, yeah.
we basically lived in the studio with Rob. Well, not with Rob. He'd go home to his house and his loving
would
family.
Go home to the, yeah.
But
We're not allowed.
we would go to Asda and we would just drink root beer, watch King of the Hill, and
eat microwave curries.
And the
While I was
smell
at
every
work.
morning
Yeah,
must have been nightmarish, you know.
Yeah, I was at
He'd-
work.
He'd come in every
forever.
morning and make us coffee, wake us up and make us coffee every day, put up with all of our nonsense.
And it is absolute nonsense as well, because we are.
Oh yeah. To be fair, he gives as well as he gets, so...
Yeah, Rob is one of the most appalling people to try and record with, because you'll smash out a take, and then you'll just have a little click and you'll just be like, no, that was shit, do it again. And you're like, ugh.
I hate to break it to you, Neil, but it's just you he's like that with. It's like Sean. Sean's real nice to me. Rob's real nice to me. I think you
Yeah,
just
but
bring
they
the
love me
worst
the
out in
most.
people.
This is the thing.
Well, they just
They
don't
love
want to
me.
admit it, so they start battering you.
This is it.
It wasn't just King of the Hill cat, by the way. It was a lot of YouTube poops of King of the Hill.
Yeah, it was Hank of the Hill. If you want to see
Yeah.
what we were watching, just Google
Which-
Hank of the Hill, and it's all those
which-
videos.
Forever quote to one another, even now. It takes us all right back.
Be there.
But the person who filmed us was actually Rob's girlfriend, Charlie.
Yeah, her
She
and
worked for she used to work for the BBC.
Yes.
Is that right?
no, it was
Yeah.
Channel 4. She used to do special effects for Emmerdale, I think.
Oh,
That's ITV, not Channel 4.
Oh well, yeah. It's
it's all
Yeah,
all
well, it is,
dinosaur analog nonsense.
yeah.
But she came down and filmed it all for us, and it was really cool. It was a really good time.
Yeah, it
It
was.
was a really nice sunny day in like a July or something like that, and we spent it inside.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, it was
Yeah, it was a
roasting. There was-
real lovely day, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure there was a couple of like engineering classes or something, or like music classes happening
Oh,
at
yeah,
either
it
at the
wasn't.
same
It
time.
wasn't a class. It was a like an open day for people to come down and have a look at the studio, and it was like loads of young kids in bands and stuff coming
Yeah.
down to check out the rooms.
Yeah, and then I think there was a gig happening upstairs as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's right.
All
Yeah,
kinds
it
of stuff
was.
going on. It's a really cool place. Is
It was,
Icon
wicked.
Studios.
Look at James' little baby face. Little
Yeah.
curtains.
He's always baby faced. Look at my sweaty face. It was a hot day
Meow.
that day.
Yeah, I don't intentionally have curtains. It just so happens the way my hair falls when I start to get into it. It just, let's see, the head wobble. I can't help it. I'm in the zone, and then the curtains happen.
Thank you, Rob. Yeah, Rob just pointed out it was the hottest day of the year, and we were like cooped up in a studio, absolutely melting.
Yeah, it was pretty sweaty.
There was an air conditioning
rolling
unit, but you
black.
can't have that on while you're recording.
I'll tell you what, that long sleeve looks pretty sweet there.
It's a lot more faded now, but davidium.co.uk/shop. Get yourself a t-shirt.
Absolutely.
Might as well shill some stuff while we're here.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's my favourite bit. It's my favourite bit out of all the songs we've ever done is this middle eight.
It all accumulates to that point, mate.
Yeah. It's the bit I always see people singing, which makes me happy.
Oh, thanks, Rob. Oh, yeah, the backing vote mics were plugged in.
Yeah, we know that. We had to... well, just because of limitations of doing live recording, you got to do a few tricks here and there. So, my cab isn't plugged in. It went straight to the mixing desk. DI for Joe. So mainly it was James and who got recorded, and we had to like do overdubs for some of the vocal parts as well. So, but you know, That's what you have to do, don't you, to make it all...
Most of the vocals were done in one take.
Not all of them were.
But we had to do them... We couldn't record them at the studio. We had to record them later on. And so Pete was like, right, sing. And I had to just go through the whole song like 5 or 6 times, and we just picked the best take. And same with the backing vocals.
Yeah, oh, hang on. There you go.
Sorry.
There you go.
Oh,
yeah. Vinny Hall.
Yeah. So...
I was just trying to think who it was that came down with Charlie.
So I just want to do a very, very slight rewind. There's a moment during this part here. There's a shot where, like quite a wide shot, and you see me and Pete look at one another there, and you see I've got a pretty disgusted looking face.
Hang on, is it the shot of us all at the back? Because it's not the bit that's playing on the video that you're.
Sorry.
That shot.
Yeah. Oh, that bit, yeah.
Yeah. We did the first take. No. We did the first take perfectly, and then for some reason, I went into the wrong part and completely messed up the take for the end. So Pete looked at me like,
it was...
and then I realised,
yeah, I know the bit you mean.
Yeah, let's do it again.
I gave you the look, but
I gave myself the look.
Yeah, that was our commentary with a bit of bonus Body Harvest. Body Harvest will be out tomorrow at 6 o'clock on YouTube. So watch this space, hit those subscribe buttons, and tap the bell so you'll be notified when it comes out. And then Monday,
and we're gonna be starting the YouTube video tomorrow with "Hey guys."
No, we're not. And Monday, Monday we'll be doing this again, but we'll have Sean with us, and we'll talk through the last bit of the story. You'll get to see the payoff. The whole 2 years that we've been planning this has all finally culminated to this moment tomorrorow. So we can't wait for you guys to see it.
We've been really. I mean, we filmed these videos in summer, and we've been. Was it summer?
No,
it was. It was summer, wasn't it? We've been filming. We've had these.
No, it was late. It was late September.
Or was it October?
Yeah.
October, maybe. Yeah, we've had them filmed since October because we did them back to back, and then we released them. But we've been desperate to release Body Harvest for a long time. It's my favourite song that we've ever written.
We'll call it there. Thanks very much, everyone, for watching. Thanks for joining the chat.
We appreciate it, and we'll see you all on Monday.
And
but
if we forgot anyone to thank, thank you. We apologise, but we are ramblers. So see you all later. Goodbye.
Yeah, bye guys. See you tomorrow Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.